real quick and then it's not real quick. Alright. So I'm going to do a 2-card spread. Okay. And let me cut the cards. Her in reverse. So my first question is, what do you want? What do you want right now? What do you want right now? Right now, right now, right now. Eight of Swords, wow. So, what you want is good thoughts and prosperity, but you see that the water is kind of dry underneath her feet, and the castle in the background looks like, you know, it's abandoned. So you want to get out of this victim mentality. You want to get out of these feelings of insecurity, feeling like you're in a self-restrict, because she's in a picture by herself, but like she's not tied up with rope. It looks like some fabric that she could easily pull apart herself if she works hard enough at it, but she's not making the effort to do so. She's just kind of standing there. There's no one around though. The swords are open, like it's not like they're enclosing her. At any time she could free herself and walk away, and step into her abundance, because there's a big pool of water behind her, but the water underneath her feet, you see the land, it's like, looks like a drought. So she feels isolated, but again, it's a self-inflicted isolation. You know, her thoughts are becoming these things, but they're all in her mind. And of course, this could be male or female. What you also want right now is justice. I don't know if this is a legal situation, an inheritance, but you want truth and honesty. You want a fair decision or a fair outcome. You want an impartial and an unbiased outcome. If you have a question, if this is a yes or no question, the answer is really maybe. But the scales of justice, you know, it's going to work out in your favor. Just don't worry. You're going to get the fairness, the equality. Somebody's going to be responsible and accountable for whatever they've done. Whether they were dishonest to you, again, if they stole something from you, they're keeping something from you, the truth is going to come out and you'll get the honesty that you want. Let's see. What is blocking you? So what you want is a clear mind and justice. You want a clear mind. So the star came up in reverse. This is Aquarius energy, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in Aquarius, just like the justice is a Libra. You see the scales in the picture, and the sword in one hand and the scales in the other. But this is the star in reverse, so you're not showing up as the star you could and or should be. Um, Usually the Aquarius is very friendly, but you're probably not being very friendly right now. Aquarius is very healing energy as well, but you're being a little unrealistic. So what's blocking you again is your own thoughts. Um, you might be being very cold towards people right now because um, like cold and distant, but not, whether it's intentional or unintentional, or whether it's not, or whether it's realistic or just perceived by others as that way. But again, you're in your head about something. You're feeling drained. You're probably not getting enough sleep. You're probably not drinking enough water, right? Um, you're starting to maybe lose hope or be very pessimistic. Um, and again, maybe even unrealistic. But again, justice is going to come. Um, I'm sending out good energy to whatever child may be abducted. I don't like when those things happen, but that could also mean that that was confirmation that um, there's truth coming out in this reading. Again, you've probably been in a situation so long that you're just feeling very hopeless. So it has you in this mental state that's keeping you kind of stuck and not knowing what to do or how to move forward. So it's making you feel like you're not going to get justice, but you are going to get justice. That's what you want, and you're going to get the justice. Please clarify the star in reverse. What is blocking it? What is blocking you? Clarifying the star in reverse. Ooh. We have the Ace of Swords. You have the mental strength, so you can pull yourself out of this. So it's going to be all right. You maybe have some idea that you already are familiar with, or you need to come up with a strategy. You just need to do things just a little bit different. Say your affirmations, making sure that you're keeping yourself mentally elevated, and saying kind things to yourself. Also have the Four of Cups that came out here in reverse. Don't be so withdrawn. You may need to get out and socialize. But you're definitely ready for some changes. And you are the Empress, whether you're mother or male or female. You have that mothering energy. You're all four queens in the deck. So you have you know how to balance out your emotions. You know how to balance out your fire. You know how to embody the earth. And you know how to balance out your air energy as well. So Abundance and prosperity is yours. Fertility if you're wanting to have a child. You need to connect with nature. So you need to go out, maybe take your socks and shoes off and walk around in the grass a little bit. Get grounded. Ground your energy. And nurture other people around you. Show others love, because when you're thinking about yourself and doing things for, when you're thinking about others and doing things for others, it kind of takes you out of that me, I'm going through this, or I want this to happen type of mentality. Okay, what are your strengths? What are your strengths? The Judgment in the reverse came out. So you need to do some spiritual work if you're not doing any spiritual work. And that might be the very, that might be one of the very things you need. Again, go somewhere in nature, take your shoes off and walk around. And because you're feeling like you're spiritually stuck, but you're really not. Again, you have the ability to pull yourself out of this situation. This is Scorpio energy. And Scorpios can be very negative and vengeful at times, so don't take on that energy. And again, this could be any sign, but just embodying that energy of the Scorpio. You want to say good things to yourself. Because, you could be feeling like you have a lack of remorse. Like you want justice and you want somebody to pay for their consequences. So at this moment, you don't have any remorse. But that's not really how we should show up in the universe. We don't want that energy. We don't want negative energy. We also don't want to bury our guilt or shame, especially to the point where we're now taking it out on other people and repeating those same behaviors that we know we didn't like when it was first done to us. Right? We want to give people grace. We want to have compassion. We want to have love. Make sure that your throat chakra is open. And that you're saying what you need to say, but you don't need to say it in a nasty way. But then certain things don't need to be said. So you maybe need to release here. And that was actually going to be my next question. What do you need to release or embrace? Right? You need to be aware of the situation, accept it for what it is, and again, understand that justice will come. But you don't have to wish it. Karma's going to take care of it for you. Avoid talking to yourself in a negative way. Be optimistic. Be optimistic as long as you keep. So there may have been some type of conflict going on with some other people around you, and maybe that's why you're in this energy and feel like it's maybe not going to turn around for you. So this is another one of your weaknesses, thinking about what other people might be doing, or think about who your adversaries or enemies are. Or this could be your mental ambitions, like you have so many different ideas and you need to narrow them down to one and focus on that one until you get that going, and then maybe work on some of the other projects that you have. But you definitely feeling a lack of unity. You feel like people disagree with you, and you feel like you don't have anything in common with other people. You feel like this conflict is outside of yourself, but again, it could be within yourself as well. You could be your own worst enemy or rival, right? Again, just change your energy. You need to do some spiritual work, do some grounding work, and really work on balancing out your chakras. And it can be painful when you feel like people are gossiping about you or lying on you. Um, but what other people think about you is none of your business. So you can't focus on that. You have to live your life. Just live your life. Oh, hey, instead of touching your paper. Motivate others. Again, when you're being of service to others, sometimes your problems don't seem like problems at all, because there's always someone who could need some help. But this energy is not stable. It's making you feel insecure. Again, it's a painful reality, especially if these are relatives or friends that you've known for a really long time, and you're now realizing that they secretly don't like you. but you but it's all energy. So at some point in time you felt that and you knew that, but in the name of friendship you stayed in those situations, or in the name of family you stayed in those situations, and you felt like you had to be obligated, or perhaps you wanted to use or manipulate them for something, so it became a situation where you're both using and manipulating each other for something. But it's time to take action for your own mental clarity, and for your ambitions, for your dreams and goals to manifest themselves. Okay, what do we need to release? Temperance. This is balance. You see how the angel is balancing the water in the cups, right? Evening things out to make sure it's all, everybody gets a fair share. Again, you want justice, so you want fairness. This is Sagittarius energy, and again, this is confirming that you need to be optimistic, balanced, patient. Again, this situation that you're feeling or in, or experiencing, I should say, because it's all an experience, it's going to turn around. You're going to get that someone. If it's in a relationship, you're going to get someone who will compromise. And if it's a boss, your boss will compromise, or HR will compromise with you, whatever the situation is. But know that everything is going to work out, right? Again, go in nature, take your shoes off, walk around barefoot in the grass and get you some grounding energy. Meditate. Do whatever spiritual work you normally do. And that fairness is definitely going to come. But you need to be balanced. If you have a yes or no question, the answer is yes. Okay? So, you need to release the urge to be unbalanced and become balanced. So embrace balance and release the urge to be unbalanced. Okay, what do we need to embrace or release? Just one card, please. One more card, and then we'll end the reading. I just wanted to make this one really, really quick. Oh, the Lovers. Those twos are choices, and maybe you didn't make the right choice, or you feel like you didn't make the right choice. And this could be in a relationship, or even a friendship, or even with a relative. Like I said, maybe you felt like you distanced yourself from someone, and then felt guilty about it. Excuse me. Maybe you distanced yourself from someone and then felt guilty about it and decided to talk to that person, and then you regret it. So you just have to take responsibility for that decision, because you already know how this person is or how these people are. And so, you knew deep down it wasn't a good idea to maybe talk to this person, or take this person back. Or maybe you're in a relationship with somebody where there's no love there. Either you don't have love or this person doesn't have love for you. You know, if you can relate to it, then it may be your story. But you know, these general readings, a lot of times there are multiple stories going on, and some of it may apply to you, and some of it may not. Right? Um, so if it resonates with you, again, it may relate to whatever you're going through at this time. But with the lovers in reverse, if it is a relationship, there's no love there, and I think it's better to leave the situation sooner than later than to stay and stay and stay. The next thing you know, weeks have gone by, months have gone by. I'm sorry, yeah, weeks, months, and then sometimes even years have gone by, and then the next thing you look, and it's 7 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and you knew in the beginning there was no love there, and you may not even like this person, or this person may not even like you. And again, that may be why you're stuck in your head too. And again, I said you may need to use your voice, open up your throat chakra. You may need to say that to this person. This is not working out for me anymore. Or you may need to display your exit strategy another way, because I know that in certain situations it could be a little tricky with certain people, because they do get angry, or violent, aggressive, whatever that looks like, male or female. And it can be challenging to get out of those situations, because when you tell people the truth, they don't want to hear it. And then even sometimes when you do tell them the truth and you are using your throat chakra, it doesn't matter, because if they have an objective or an agenda, you could say whatever, but they like, well, I'm still not going nowhere because I still need my bills paid, or a roof over my head, or money, or food, or whatever that looks like. So you have to take responsibility for the decision that you made to maybe stay with this person or stay in this situation. And again, that could have something to do with this conflict as well. But maybe y'all fight over it all the time. But usually this is multiple people. So this is usually, it could be co-workers, it could be relatives, it could be friends, right? You just feel like you've been battling against people, but you may also feel like you've been battling against a lover as well. So you may feel like you're getting it from all different directions, right? Fives are challenges, and sixes are peace and harmony. So you have no peace and no harmony right now, because the lovers is coming up in reverse. You just feel like, a change needs to come, because five is also change. You want this situation to change, whether it's real or just in your mind, and you're perceiving it, and it's keeping you stuck in this Eight of Swords energy. So that will conclude my 2-card spread. Again, meditate. The 3 things that are coming up for me: meditate, ground yourself, and do different things to heal your throat chakra. I do have a video on that. Do what you need to do to open up your throat chakra. Maybe get you a journal, write down your thoughts. You may have different ideas. You need to narrow it down to one. Focus on that one. Create a strategy for that. And really focus on that one thing, knowing that whatever you focus on grows. You are going to get the justice that you are asking for in whatever situation is coming up for you, because I feel like that's a separate situation as well. So, but the thoughts in your mind, it's making you worry and stress out, but you don't need to. You're going to get the justice, but you need to work on changing your thoughts. Get out of that energy. So you can stop feeling spiritually stuck. You need to take responsibility and accountability for your actions, not someone trying to manipulate you and guilt you. That's different. But you also want to be remorseful. You want to lead with love. Lead with love. Okay, first. Yeah, there's new love coming. And then we have citrine. It says unnecessary worries. Like I said earlier, so this is confirmation. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and salutation. So give it to the universe, the Most High Creator, Amun-Ra. Whatever you call your higher power, higher self, the God in you, whatever you refer to that energy as. All right, y'all, that's going to be it. Love y'all. I hope everything works out for you. Just get your mind right, money right, ready for war. Take your shoes off and walk around in that grass, child. Love y'all. Later.